Hey everybody, this is Pastor Vern for December 18th, 2020, a week from Christmas. So we're closing in on it. We're closing in on the end of 2020 and looking forward to a new year coming up with new opportunities and new uh, uh, chances of being the shepherding uh, in a year that's going to be maybe a little bit easier, or maybe a little bit more manageable, and maybe a little bit more like we would anticipate it would be. Today, as we continue talking about things of Advent, we're going to talk about the Star of Bethlehem. Now, we know the Star of Bethlehem is a big part of the story of Jesus' birth, of the Nativity. It is said that the star appeared in the sky at Jesus' birth, and that the Magi followed the star uh, to the place of Jesus' birth from wherever they were doing their study. The Magi were often folks who were very learned people who part of their job was to just kind of try to see what's going on in both the natural world and the world of around us, so that they could maybe try to predict some things, often where they were hired by leaders of countries to be advisors. And it says they followed this star to Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus. And it was a celestial event that was apparently extraordinary. I am told that there is what is called the Star of Bethlehem by some. On Monday evening, there's going to be an alignment of, I think it's a couple planets that are going to be bright and appear to be a bright star. That is kind of a similar thing, and it's been several centuries and since this phenomenon has happened. And of course, this is one of the things about nativity that people of science, people who are astrologers, have tried to explain for years and years. That it was there was some celestial force that happened at that time that was a coincidence to Jesus' birth. Okay, if you want to believe that, that's fine. But we call it the star of prophecy, the star that was fulfilling or leading people to the fulfillment of the prophecy of the coming of the Messiah. And I take it on faith that this phenomenon happened in the sky in order to complete this story, to bring the Magi in, to get some of that verification that we needed that this was the Messiah. And the star would have had to last quite a while at that point in the time of Jesus' birth, because the Magi were not there on Christmas Eve. It was many months before they had made the trek to get to where Jesus was. They said the star continued to lead them. So I'm going to say in my heart that it's a phenomenon that was put into the sky by God in order to fulfill the process of the prophecy. And that star would have had to last till Epiphany, at least, and probably Epiphany a couple years after Jesus was born. We tend to think it might have been Jesus was getting pretty close to 2 years old by the time the Magi showed up, because we relate that to a time when Herod was frightened by the prospect of a new king of the Jews. And so he was threatening the baby boys of that time period. The Magi seem to play into that story quite efficiently. And so there you go. The Star of Bethlehem, the star of prophecy that lasted till Epiphany. Take good care of yourselves. Watch out for others the best you can, and stay safe. Talk to you later.